Hey Lightweights, today I'm going to be reacting to Schindler's List. This is a film that has been requested pretty much since the beginning of my channel, and I've been putting it off and putting it off, but today is finally the day. I opened a brand new box of tissues just for the occasion because I know I'm gonna need them. I'm already slightly emotional, and I don't know why. I just know that this is a very important film, and that it's going to be a very difficult watch, and I think I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. As someone who was a history teacher living in a time period when so many historical events are happening, living in a time period when the system of education needs fixing, seeing the history that I was teaching at the beginning versus the history I was told to teach at the end, it's very important. It's very important. History is very important, and I will die on that hill. There are events that we need to learn about that we don't learn enough about. More recently, especially in New York State, there's been less of an emphasis on World War II in particular and on the Holocaust. When I was in school and when I first started teaching, it was a month-long unit all on its own. By the end of my time, they really wanted us to basically mention it in passing, say that it happened, maybe do a lesson on it, and that never felt right. I always spent way more time on it than I was supposed to. So I think knowing what I know about the Holocaust from a historian perspective is just making me kind of emotional and not necessarily prepared for what this film might show. But that does not make it any less important. See, I'm already getting emotional. So this film is really important. History is very important. And studying things that make you uncomfortable is also important. Not studying things through the lens of the victor is also important. I think that's everything I want to say. I would just urge you, not necessarily about this, just in general. There's a lot happening in the world. Actually do your own research. Don't just listen to someone on YouTube telling you things. Don't just listen to the news channels telling you things. It's really important to do your own research. Understand that there is a long history behind things and that things don't just happen out of nowhere. There's always a lead up to them. And that's very important. So that's all I'm going to say. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. This film is really important, and I think history is important, and we have forgotten that as a society. So if you're new to the channel, typically my intros are not that not that deep, not that intense. I'm not going to apologize. My instinct was to apologize. I'm not going to apologize because it was needed. I'm learning. I'm growing, guys. I'm growing. If you're new here, or if you've been around for a while but you haven't yet, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Definitely hit that bell button when you do, because we have a lot of really important things coming up. The reason why I decided to watch this today is because I'm going to be doing a couple of World War II related things going forward. So this kind of fit perfectly here to start that. So if you like World War II stuff, make sure you subscribe. Okay, here we go. September 1939, the German forces defeated the Polish army in 2 weeks. Jews were ordered to register all family members and relocate to major cities. More than 10,000 Jews from the countryside arrived in Krakow daily. Sorry, I know that's not how you pronounce that. That's my very American pronunciation.
Name?
Horowitz, Salomon. Bugaje Gisela. Bugaje Birnbaum, Bostein Józef.
Kommen Sie doch, over there.
Itzhak Chudas.
Chudak. Itzhak.
Cukier Helena.
Cukier Helena.
Hirsch, Salomon. Hirsch, Salomon. Hauptmann Chaim.
Weizmann. Weizmann.
Herbert Ludwig.
Elsa Bauchmann.
Wir haben sie
Józef Klein. Klein.
Dawid Ignacy.
Paula Biefer. Nadel Rahel. Steiner Gertruda.
Oh shit! I didn't know he was in this. I like how this kind of feels like a noir film. I don't know if the whole film is black and white like this, but this feels very like the lighting, the black and white. It's really nice.
Bring them over a round of drinks.
Find out who he is.
How are you doing? You'd leave a woman alone at a table in a place like this? Sweetheart, you're the picture of loneliness.
Vodka for my friend.
For the lady?
No.
Come to the table, girls. Drink with us.
Tell me about your cellar, man.
I have an excellent German Riesling.
Martin? Who is that man?
That's Oskar Schindler.
It's cool watching how he ingratiated himself from somebody that nobody knew to now acting like everybody should know him. The Jewish Council comprised of 24 elected Jews personally responsible for carrying out the orders of the regime in Krakow, such as drawing up lists for work details, food and housing, a place to lodge complaints.
They come into our house and tell us we don't live there anymore.
Please, I only know what they tell me, and what they tell me changes from day to day.
I'm looking for Itzhak Stern. Are you Itzhak Stern or not?
I am.
Where can we talk?
Look of fear on his face.
There's a company you did the books for on Lipovitz Street. Made what? Pots and pans?
By law, I have to tell you, sir, I'm a Jew.
Well, I'm a German. So there we are. I know nothing about enamelware. Simple engineering, though, wouldn't you think? Change the machines around. Whatever you do, you can make other things, couldn't you? Once the war ends, forget it. But for now, it's great. You can make a fortune, don't you think?
I think most people right now have other priorities.
You must have contacts in the Jewish business community working here.
What community? Jews can no longer own businesses. That's why this one's in receivership.
Ah, but they wouldn't own it. I'd own it. I'd pay them back in product, pots and pans. If you want, you could run the company for me.
They'd put up all the money. I'd do all the work. What, if you don't mind my asking, would you do?
I'd make sure it's known the company's in business. I'd see that it had a certain panache.
I'm sure I don't know anybody who'll be interested in this.
Well, they should be. Itzhak Stern.
You ask for shoe polish.
In metal containers. This is glass. It's not what I asked for.
This is not my problem.
The German army wants to find out where it came from. I'm going to make sure they find out.
Hello. That's a nice shirt. Do you know where I can find a nice shirt like that?
We're here to pray. How many?
I'm going to need some other things too as things come up.
March 20th, 1941, deadline for entering the ghetto. Edict 4491 establishes a closed Jewish district south of the Vistula River. Residency in the walled ghetto is compulsory. All Jews from Krakow and surrounding areas are forced from their homes. Couldn't finish it.
Formular ausfüllen. Ja, weiter. Nicht zu drängeln.
teacher. Oh my God.
You could not be better.
It could be worse.
How on earth could it possibly be worse?
Dzień dobry.
Dzień dobry. Dzień dobry.
I'm a policeman now, could you believe it? I know it's hard to believe.
Oh, no, it's not hard to believe.
Maybe I could put in a good word for you and my superiors.
You look like a clown, you know.
For each 1,000 you invest, I will repay you with 200 kilos of enamelware a month to begin in July and to continue for 1 year.
Not good enough. Money is still money.
No, it is not. That's why we're here. Trade goods. That's the only currency that'll be worth anything in the ghetto. I've made you a fair offer.
Fair would be a percentage on the company.
The fact that he says that to them when he's one of the people living in a house of a family that was forced to move out and move to the ghetto.
The Jewish worker's salary. You pay it directly to the SS, not to the worker. He gets nothing.
But it's less. It's less than what I would pay a Pole.
It's less.
That's the point I'm trying to make. Why should I hire Poles?
An enamelware factory over at Polish Street. It's outside the ghetto, so you can barter for extra goods, for eggs. I don't know what you need.
You need to convince him you have a trade, something valuable to the war effort.
What if you don't?
Your name goes on a list.
I hear your name goes on a list and they put you on trucks.
I'd find a good hiding place if I were you.
I'm not going to hide like some animal. There are places to hide.
You can stay in this line all day, you'll still get one of these. They are no good. Leave the line now, then you'll get a blue card, a Blauschein, to say that you are an essential worker.
No Blauschein, sir. Stand over there.
I teach history and literature. Swear it's not essential.
He's metal polisher.
It was not right. He's 53 years old. It's too new.
You're crazy. You left it in your drawer. How many times have I told you? How many times have I told you?
I'm a metal polisher.
Occupation?
I'm a writer. I play the flute.
Moses is a skilled metal worker. Whatever he asks you, allow me just to represent you and speak for you. Don't say a word.
How is your typing?
All right.
Please.
The sad thing is, like, she's absolutely killing it, and she's probably not going to be the one who gets hired because he can't flirt with her.
You have to choose.
Big smile. Big smile.
And the one who is actually qualified didn't get hired.
It is my distinct pleasure to announce the fully operational status of Deutsche Imai Fabrik. Utilizing only the most modern equipment, DEF's staff of highly skilled and experienced artisans and journeymen deliver a product of unparalleled quality. A full line of field and kitchenware unsurpassable in all respects by my competitors. I extend to you in advance my sincerest gratitude and very best regards. Oskar Schindler.
He is like the epitome of fake it till you make it.
My father was fond of saying you need three things in life. A good doctor, a forgiving priest, and a clever accountant. The first two I've never had much use for. But the third... Just pretend, for Christ's sake. I'm trying to thank you. I couldn't have done this without you. The usual thing would be to acknowledge my gratitude. It would also, by the way, be the courteous thing. You're welcome. Zanowska, who is it?
You've done well here.
Be careful of the step, miss.
Mrs. Schindler, Marek. Does anyone ask about me?
Back home? Everybody. All the time.
I won't soon forget the name Schindler here, I can tell you that. He did something no one else did. He came here with nothing and built a bankrupt company into a major manufactory and left with a steamer trunk, 2 steamer trunks full of money. In every business I tried, I can see now it wasn't me that failed. Something was missing.
Luck.
War.
Should I stay?
It's a beautiful city.
I asked you if I should stay.
the answer she wanted.
Promise me, Oskar. No doorman or maitre d' will ever presume I'm anyone other than Mrs. Schindler, and I'll stay.
We're doing well.
Yes.
Better this month than last?
Yes.
Any reason to think next month will be worse?
The war could end. There is a machinist outside who would like to thank you personally for giving him a job. Mr. Lovenstein.
I want to thank you, sir, for giving me the opportunity to work.
You're welcome. I'm sure you're doing a great job.
You're a good man.
This is for the Obersturmbannführer. This is for his niece, Greta. It's her birthday.
By the way,
Greta Essen-Gallo.
don't ever do that to me again.
Go.
Did you happen
What?
to notice that that man had one arm?
Did he?
What's his use?
Very useful. How? Very useful. Success.
I mean, he just learned that he made more money this month than last month. What does he care? It's all about the money.
We'll be late for work.
You need to understand that some of the officers here don't give a damn about production. It's got nothing to do with reality, Oskar. Juice, shoveling, snow. It's got a ritual significance.
Come with me. I am an essential worker.
Essential worker.
Yes.
I lost a day of production, Rolf.
Look at the snow. Look at the snow. Look at the snow.
I lost a worker. I expect to be compensated.
File a grievance with the economic office. It's your right.
Would it do any good?
Of course not. A one-armed machinist, Oskar?
He was a metal press operator. My plant manager is somewhere on this train. If it leaves with him on it, it'll disrupt production, and the armaments board will want to know why.
The list is correct, sir. There's nothing I can do.
What is your name?
Kunda.
Thank you very much. I think I can guarantee you'll both be in southern Russia before the end of the month.
Stern!
Stern!
Itzhak, Stern!
Stern!
Stop the train! I somehow left my work card at home. It was a mistake, but I'm sorry. I'm stupid.
What if I got here 5 minutes later? Then where would I be?
Still somehow all about him.
The entire foundation has to be torn down and repoured. There will be at least a subsidence at the southern end of the barracks and then collapse.
You are an engineer?
I'm a graduate of civil engineering from the University of Milan.
Oh, I'm educated too. Shoot her.
I'm only trying to do my job.
Yeah, I'm doing mine.
It will take more than that.
I'm sure you're right. Take it down, repour it, rebuild it, like she said.
Then why did you kill her?
Today is history, and you are part of it. For 6 centuries, there has been a Jewish cracker. By this evening, those 6 centuries are a rumor. They never happened.
Liquidation of the ghetto, March 13th, 1943.
Nie zabijaj! Nie zabijaj!
We're getting out through the sewers. I have to check if they're clear. Pack some things, nothing
I
bigger than
can't
this.
go in the sewers. I told you I won't go in the sewers.
You can go. Yes, you can.
Your can't you! Deine Papiere, Jude! Deine Papiere, Jude! Der Line! Der verdammte Line! Deine Scheiße! Du musst sehen!
Women to the left!
I can fit the girl, but not you.
Mama, I coming out.
Stay where you are. I'd rather you be here than who knows where.
Herr Commandant! Very good, salute. I've been given orders to clear the bundles from the road.
Finish and join the lines, little Polish picking soldier.
Mrs. Dresner?
Yes.
Get under the stairs. We'll be down searching soon. You'll be safe there. Please, hide. I've searched the building. There's no one here.
No.
Come with me. I will put you in the good line.
Oh, please, let's go. Let's go, please. Come on.
She looked like my daughter. I can't.
Fucking night were over.
Are you fucking kidding me right now? Are you fucking kidding me?
Nachhol der Schulen! Geller Funny!
Jawohl!
The worst is over. We are workers now.
Keine Möglichkeit, Bursche!
How could you be so evil? How can you be complacent and
How are you doing? Oskar Schindler.
I have to know, where'd you get a suit like that? What is that? Is that silk?
Of course. I'd say I'd get you one, but the man who made it's probably dead. I don't know. Everybody's gone.
They're not gone. They're here.
They're mine! Every day that goes by, I'm losing money. Every worker that is shot costs me money. It's bad business.
Leave the bottle. Lena. Thank you.
I feel like he wouldn't have actually done that.
Schindler told me something else about you.
What's that?
That you know the meaning of the word gratitude. You want to stay where you are. You don't want anybody telling you what to do. I can understand all that, you know. I know you. What you want is your own sub-camp.
You could make things easier for me.
There's Stan.
Make sure I see my cut from the factory owners in this camp. Take care of my main account, the Schindler account. He wants his independence. I gave it to him. But independence costs money.
Look at me.
Don't forget who you are working for now.
What are you doing?
What? Scratching my head. Makes them think we have lice. Helps make them keep their distance. Record payoffs to the main administration and economics office, the armaments board, the armaments board, the governor general's division of the interior, and chief of police as fees. Legitimate ledger are more complicated. What do you mean, forget it? You can't forget it. You can't
It gives me a
forget it.
headache. I couldn't get you out of here.
Be all right.
I look in on you, see how you're doing.
Herr Director, don't let things fall apart. I work too hard.
Imagine being in there and you just hear the fucking party. Metalworks factory inside the forced labor camp.
What are you making?
Hinges, sir.
Make me a hinge.
Yes, sir.
25
Literally working for your life. There's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, that's very good. But I'm a bit confused. You've been working since 6 this morning, yet such a small pile of hinges. Oh, Christ.
Yeah, try that, sir. Check the angle lever. Maybe it's bent. Yeah.
Herr Commandant, I beg to report that my heap of hinges was so unsatisfactory because the machines were being recalibrated this morning.
So the man can turn out the hinge in less than a minute. Why the long story?
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Tell him
A
about
man
the
walks around with a chicken and nobody notices this. Still, nobody knows.
It was you. You committed this crime.
No, sir.
But you know who, though?
Him!
That was really smart.
Thank you again, Herr Director.
You're welcome again.
nice little bribe chain they've got going.
They say that no one dies here. They say you are good. I've been living in Krakow on false paper since the ghetto massacre. My parents are in Warsaw. Their names are Hanna and Jakob Perlman. They are killing older people now in Warsaw. They bury them up in the forest. Please bring them here.
I don't do that.
Left in...
Cry, and I will have you arrested. I swear to God. People die. It's a fact of life. He wants to kill everybody. Great. What am I supposed to do about it? You think I don't know what you're doing? You're so quiet all the time.
Are you losing money?
No, I'm not losing money. That's not the point.
But the point is...
It's dangerous. It's dangerous to me. Gert is under enormous pressure. You have to think of it in his situation.
Fuck you.
All these people, he's got a lot of things to worry about. And he's got the war, which brings out the worst in people. Never the good, always the bad. In normal circumstances, he wouldn't be like this. He'd be all right. There'd just be the good aspects of him, which... a man who loves good food, good wine, making money.
Killing. Bajewski told me the other day somebody escaped from a work detail outside the wire. Gert lined up everybody from the missing command's barracks. He walked down the line shooting every other man with a pistol. 25.
What do you want me to do about it?
Nothing.
Perlman. Husband and wife.
Jakob and Hanna Perlman!
Have Goldberg bring them over. You don't have to report to me, Helen.
I get extra food here.
Well, if you don't want to eat it, trade it.
Could they get in trouble for having that, though?
My first day here, he beat me because I threw out the bones from dinner. I said to him, "Why are you beating me?" He said, "The reason I beat you now is because you ask why I beat you."
I know your sufferings, Helen.
I have accepted them. The more you see of the Herr Commandante, the more you see there is no set rules that you can live by. You can say to yourself, if I follow these rules, I will be safe.
He won't shoot you because he enjoys you too much. He enjoys you so much he won't even let you wear the star. He doesn't want anyone else to know it's a Jew he's enjoying. He shot the woman from the steps because she meant nothing to him.
Your liver's going to explode.
You're never drunk. That's real control. Control is power. That's power.
Power is when we have every justification to kill, and we don't.
You think that's power?
That's what the Emperor said. A man stole something, he's brought him before the Emperor, he throws himself down on the ground, he begs for mercy. He knows he's going to die, and the Emperor pardons him.
He's genuinely trying to make him see differently, but it's not gonna matter.
I pardon you.
Because the problem is with him, he enjoys the killing.
What do they want?
I don't know, but they're in my office right now reviewing our books.
That's my accountant. Should I be alarmed that the auditors are reviewing my books?
You needn't be alarmed.
I'm sorry, sir.
Do you know how much this saddle is worth? All right.
Maybe he did make a little bit of a difference. Because I'm pretty sure before that conversation that kid would have been dead, so maybe he did make a difference.
She was smoking on the job.
I'll tell her not to do it again.
Oh my god, he actually did make a difference.
I have to report, sir. I've been unable to remove the stains from your bathtub.
Soap, not lie. Go ahead, go and leave. Leave, I pardon you.
So, this is where you come to hide from me. Came to tell you that you really are a wonderful cook and a well-trained servant. If you need a reference after the war, I'd be happy to give you one. The truth, Helen, is always the right answer. I would like so much to reach out and touch you in your loneliness. What would that be like, I wonder? I mean, I realize that you're not a person in the strictest sense of the word, but I mean, when they compare you to vermin and to rodents and to lice, a very good point.
Look at the goosebumps on her arms.
Is this the face of a rat? Are these the eyes of a rat? Hath not a Jew eyes? No, I don't think so. You're Jewish, bitch. You nearly talked me into it, you know?
On behalf of the workers, I wish for you a happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Well, Esther, please. Thank you very much for the lovely cake.
It doesn't make any sense. We're their workforce. What sense does it make to kill your own workforce? No, it can't be true.
What's going on?
Got another shipment coming in. What are they this time?
Hungarians.
Yeah, Hungarians. They got to separate the sick from the healthy. Have to make room.
Trying to make themselves look healthier by putting color.
That's my mechanic. His bright idea was to get rid of him.
No.
Oh my god!
You didn't see him? They're hiding. I'm telling you, they're hiding.
say we get your fire hoses out here and hose down the cars? Thank you. Indulge me.
Where's the fire?
I just don't understand how you can.
This is really cruel, Oskar. You're giving them hope. You shouldn't do that.
How can you just sit there and laugh? I just can't.
Every time the train stops, you open the doors, you give them water, yeah?
Jawohl.
Is he under investigation now?
I kissed a Jewish girl.
He sees a beautiful woman he doesn't think. She was Jewish. She shouldn't have done it. But you didn't see this girl. They cast a spell on you, you know, the Jews.
Sit down.
Oh, that was a cool transition.
God forbid you ever get a real taste for Jewish skirt. There's no future in it. They don't have a future. That's not just good old-fashioned Jew-hating talk. It's policy now.
Is it not snow? That's ash. Oh no. Department D orders got to exhume and incinerate the bodies of more than 10,000 Jews killed.
The party's over, Oskar. They're closing us down, sending everybody to Auschwitz.
When?
I don't know. As soon as I can arrange the shipments, maybe 30, 40 days. That would be fun.
I'm to help organize the shipments, put myself on the last train.
I made Gert promise me he'll put in a good word for you. Nothing bad's going to happen to you there. You'll receive special treatment.
The directives coming in from Berlin mention special treatment more and more often. I'd like to think that's not what you mean. Of course, you'll have to hire new workers. Poles, I guess, they cost a little more, but what are you going to do?
You ran my business. I'm going home. I've done what I came here for. I've got more money than any man can spend in a lifetime. Someday, this is all going to end, you know. I was going to say we'll have a drink then. I think I better have it now.
You're all gonna have to promise to ignore any boogers that are in my nose because they can't. I feel so sick.
You want these people?
These people. My people. I want my people.
Who are you, Moses?
I know them. I'm familiar with them. I don't have to
telling you
train them.
something.
It's good for you. I'll compensate you.
Yeah, that's right.
It's good for the army. What's a person worth?
No. What's one worth to you?
Ishmael Fisher.
Fish.
The children. All the children. How many?
400, 450.
More.
I'm not doing well, you guys. I am not doing well.
How many?
600.
More. You can do the same thing I'm doing. You might even make money at it. If we make a combined approach, we could get more than 4,000 out, mine and yours.
Oskar.
We could relocate them in something like safety in Moravia.
How many cigarettes have you smoked tonight? For every one you smoke, I smoke half.
How many?
850, give or take.
Give or take what, Stern? Give or take what? Count them. How many?
Fucking saw.
What did Gert say about this? You just told him how many people you needed, and you're not buying them. You're buying them, you're paying him for each of these names.
If you were still working for me, I'd expect you to talk me out of it. It's costing me a fortune.
I just want to go hug my baby.
The list is an absolute good. The list is life. All around its margins lies the gulf.
There's a clerical error here at the bottom of the last page.
There's one more name I want to put there. I'll never find a maid as well trained as her at Brillet. They're all country girls.
No.
One hand of 21. If I win, the gold is on my list.
I can't wager Helen in a card game.
Why not?
Wouldn't be right. She's not got Auschwitz. I'd never do that to her. No, I want her to come back to Vienna with me.
Are you mad? You can't take her to Vienna with you.
No, of course I can't. I should take her into the woods and shoot her painlessly in the back of the head. A natural 21 was 14,800.
We are Rosners. Henry, Nancy,
and Leo.
And our son.
I'm Oleg.
Maria Michelle.
Chaim Novak.
Itzhak Stern. Rebecca and Joseph Bow.
Adam Levy.
Marcel Goldberg.
Helena Hirsch.
How many did they end up getting? Oskar Schindler's hometown.
The train with the women has already left Płaszów and will be arriving here very shortly. I know you've had a long journey, but it's only a short walk further to the factory, where hot soup and bread is waiting for you.
I don't like. I like caviar.
Why are they at Auschwitz? They're not supposed to be there.
Mama, where are we?
A paperwork mistake.
How long have they been there? How much is left? I can't keep doing much more of this.
It is not my task to interfere with the processes that take place down here. I could have you arrested.
I'm protected by powerful friends. You should know that.
I have a shipment coming in tomorrow. I'll cut you 300 units from it. New ones. The train comes, we turn it around.
Yes.
It's yours.
I understand. I want these.
You shouldn't get stuck on names.
At least he's got a little indigestion from all the fucking shit he's done.
What are you doing? These are mine. These are my workers. They should be on my train. Their fingers polish the insides of shell metal casings. How else am I to polish the inside of a 45mm shell casing? You tell me.
Back on the train! Back on the train!
I feel like I'm gonna pass out.
Under Department W provisions, it is unlawful to kill a worker without just cause. If you shoot without thinking, you go to prison, I get paid. There will be no interference of any kind with production. Guards will no longer be allowed on the factory floor without my authorization. For your cooperation, you have my gratitude. Come. No doorman or maitre d' will ever mistake you again. Emily has volunteered to work in the clinic.
Very generous of you. We've received an angry complaint from the armaments board. Artillery shells, tank shells, rocket casings. Apparently all of them have failed quality control tests.
That's to be expected.
There's a rumor you've been going around miscalibrating the machines.
Stan, if this factory ever produces a shell that can actually be fired, I'll be very unhappy. What day is this? It is Friday, isn't it?
Is it?
What's the matter with you? You should be preparing for the Sabbath.
He's come so far.
For the
7 months it was fully operational. Schindler's Brindlet's munitions factory was a model of non-production. During the same period, he spent millions of Reichsmarks to sustain his workers in private officials.
Do you have any money hidden away someplace that I don't know about? No. Am I broke?
Yesterday morning at 2:41 a.m., General Jodl signed the act of unconditional surrender of all German land, sea, and air forces in Europe to the Allied Expeditionary Force.
I think it's time the guards came into the factory. The unconditional surrender of Germany has just been announced. At midnight tonight, the war is over. Tomorrow, you'll begin the process of looking for survivors of your families. In most cases, you won't find them. After 6 long years of murder, victims are being mourned throughout the world. Many of you have come up to me and thanked me. Thank yourselves. Thank your fearless Stern. And others among you who worried about you have faced death at every moment. I'm a member of the Nazi Party. I'm a profiteer of slave labor. I am a criminal. At midnight, you'll be free, and I'll be hunted. I shall remain with you until 5 minutes after midnight, after which time, and I hope you'll forgive me, I have to flee. I know you have received orders from our commandant, which he has received from his superiors, to dispose of the population of this camp. Now would be the time to do it. Or you could leave and return to your families as men, instead of murderers. In memory of the countless victims among your people, I ask us to observe 3 minutes of silence.
Thank you, Mr. Yer.
What are they making?
We've written a letter trying to explain things in case you were captured. Every worker has signed it.
It's Hebrew from the Talmud. It says, whoever saves one life saves the world entire.
I could have got more out. If I just... I could have got more.
Oskar, there are 1,100 people who are alive because of you. Look at them. There will be generations because of what you did.
I didn't do enough. This car. Why did I keep the car? 10 people right there. This pin. 2 people. I could have got one more person. And I didn't. I didn't.
You have been liberated by the Soviet army.
Where should we go?
Don't go east, that's for sure. They hate you there. I wouldn't go west either, if I were you. Isn't that a town over there?
Heil Hitler.
Was arrested while a patient in a sanatorium. He was hanged in Krakow for his crimes against humanity. Oskar Schindler failed at his marriage and several businesses after the war. In 1958, he was declared a righteous person by the Council of Yad Vashem in Jerusalem and invited to plant a tree in the Avenue of the Righteous. It grows there still, I think it said. Oh, the color. The Schindler. There are fewer than 4,000 Jews left alive in Poland today. There are more than 6,000 descendants of the Schindler Jews. In memory of the more than 6 million Jews murdered. I don't know what to say. I don't know how humans could do that to other human beings. I know what the historians say and how they got to that point. I just don't. And I don't know how this continues to happen. I don't think I can do my normal outro. I legitimately feel like I'm gonna pass out and throw up all at the same time. I can't even imagine having to make that film. How do you make a film like that and you don't let it destroy you? The mental health toll it must have taken on him. I think I've said this with some of my other reactions, but learning about something and then seeing it recreated when you learn about it from a lecture or a textbook or even pictures, it doesn't accurately. The worst part is that it was so much worse than that too. They didn't even scratch the surface. I want to get at least a couple thoughts. I love the way it was filmed in black and white, but they had the colors at the beginning and the colors at the end. I don't know if this was like the actual reasoning behind it, but for me, it felt like a reminder that while it's like a historical, it says historical drama is the title, that just doesn't feel right. But by beginning and ending it with color, it reminds you that it wasn't all that long ago. And it reminds you that it's not just a story of our history. It's a story that real people lived. It's a story that real people are still living. The Holocaust was a horrible genocide, and yet there are still other genocides. And it makes me so sick that this is a world we live in. It shouldn't be so hard to have empathy and treat other humans like humans. I loved seeing his character growth, about how he only cared about the money. And he knew that their situation was bad, but he didn't care. To by the end, giving up everything he had to save as many people as he could, and still not feeling like he did enough. When he finally broke down at the end and let down the walls, I can't even imagine how hard it must have been. I don't really know what else to say. I don't think I really have anything else to say. I need to go take a walk and hug my daughter, I think. I feel so wrong giving my normal goodbye. I hope you enjoyed the video. The full reaction will be up on Patreon. You can check it out there. Or you can subscribe to the channel. This feels so wrong, I can't. Okay. Have a great day, guys.